Desperate times call for desperate measures. We are officially in a global pandemic, and I'm out of coffee. So we're doing the instant camping coffee. It's just not as good.
How much were this part? I thought you said
no. So even with the lack of coffee, it is still a beautiful spring Monday. Oh, it's Monday too. Oh. So anyway, it's a beautiful day, and we officially are going to start our seedling shuffle today. So I'll show you what that's all about. We start a lot of seeds inside, but we also have a cattle panel greenhouse outside that helps toughen them up for the season. So here is what I use for moving plants. All I use is a wheelbarrow and a piece of plywood, and I just balance the plants. So once you've got your plants all loaded up, take it easy because you will cry over spilled seedlings. I have before, and I am sure I will do it again. Then plants just get brought into the greenhouse, onto our little tables, which we need to make more of, and they are happy as can be in here. It's nice and warm. And slowly the greenhouse starts filling up. So the seedling shuffle can be kind of exhausting, especially if you kind of forget that it's going to get cold and you have to hurry up and hustle with the seedling shuffle and get everything inside. But it's a sure sign of spring, and we actually have things popping up here in the garden, and it makes me so happy. Look at them! They are way ahead of last year. So this entire fence line is all solid daffodil. And even the family rhubarb's starting to come up here. We have baby garlic coming up through this whole row. Chives are starting to grow. Even the grass is starting to grow. So once the seedling shuffle starts, spring starts, and our life gets extremely crazy. So I want to talk for a second about why we use this greenhouse and why we have to do this seedling shuffle business. This little cattle panel greenhouse that we made does not have power ran out to it. We could run power to it, but frankly we just don't really need to. And so it is not heated, and we are in western Wisconsin, and so our nights are still very cold. We generally do not plant till the end of April for frost hardy things, and non-frost hardy things have to wait till mid to the end of May. So this is just a space where we bring plants out during the day to toughen them up, get them used to a little bit of wind, some sunshine instead of just lights. If you decide to build yourself a little greenhouse, something you need to consider is you can burn your plants. So if they have been started under lights and are not used to light from the sun, you want to ease them into being outside in the sun all day long. So that means when I first start bringing plants out here, they're generally only out here for a few hours, and then I put them back under lights for the rest of the day, and I slowly up the time. You don't want them to get sunburned. Yes, plants can get sunburned. I know, it's crazy, but they can. And you don't want them exposed to too much wind either, because their stems need time to get stronger. So if you're gonna do this, make sure that you are easing your plants into it. You don't want to put them into shock, you don't want to fry them, and you don't want their poor little stems to snap in half from some wind. So be sure to take care of your little seedlings. They're like having a tiny little temperamental baby. Now, if you do not have the supplies available to make yourself a greenhouse to help harden plants often, you can put them outside in a protected area where they will not be exposed to a lot of wind to harden them off. You need to harden these seedlings off that are not used to being outside so that you do not kill them by throwing them directly in your garden.